Watching. Today is May 7th, 2026, and I'm working more on my stock market project. I've made a lot of really good progress recently. I'm planning on going live on Monday. Today I'm going to be working some on that. I'm doing the final tweaks to the model and the portfolio strategy. And then at the same time, I'm going to be building out the live data code. Let me go over real quick the goals of the project, what I've done recently, where I'm at, and what I'm going to be doing today on the stream. So just a sec, it's taking me a bit to find the goals. Here we go. So the first goal of the project is to beat the S&P 500 by a significant margin while staying market neutral. So the S&P goes up on average 6% per year. I want to do significantly better than that, 3 to 4 times better, and get 18 to 24% per year. Now at the same time, I want to be market neutral. So I don't want to have to worry about bear markets, bull markets. No matter what, the model should reliably return 18 to 24% per year. How am I going to do this? First step is isolating a stock universe. So I have data going back to 2011. You don't want to use all of that. For example, ETFs and common stocks like Tesla and Apple move differently. The stock universe contains test tickers, and you don't want to include anything that's low volume because it's not going to be scalable. There's a higher bid-ask spread, and you don't want to include any penny stocks. So that's basically kind of the requirements for the universe. You want to isolate a universe. I've done that. I've got a universe which seems to work pretty well. Then I'm using the universe to train a returns model. Now this should be predicting something like the returns for the day, returns relative to the market, probability of a positive return, returns relative to sector, or I'm using actually the Sharpe ratio. I'm predicting the future Sharpe ratio. And then once I have a good returns model, which I have, I'm really confident in that. I'll show that in a second. But the final step is implementing a portfolio strategy. So basically capital allocation. We know the output of the model. What's a reliable way we can use the output of the model to allocate capital? And of course I should say my second goal for the project is I'm writing all of this in Python code. So I'm generalizing everything and making it so that it applies to anything. So you can create your own model for yourself. I've defined the universe, the model, and the portfolio strategy in about 100 lines of code. So that's not very much at all. It's fairly simple. If you're interested in that, go to the GitHub link in the description. I update that regularly. I haven't updated it too much in the last 3 weeks or so. But that's because I was building out the portfolio strategy and I don't want to add things that don't work. So part of finalizing everything before Monday means I'm going to finalize the repository and I'm going to clean it up a lot. So if you're interested in that, download it, fork it, test it out. Let me know how it works. Let me know how I can improve it, what features you would like to see added. And of course, if you use it, please star the repository, watch the repository, and follow me on GitHub, because that stuff helps me out a lot. Helps raise my coding profile, helps me get freelance gigs and coding jobs. What's the model and why am I confident in it? Here's the model I got a little over a month ago now. No, not that model. This. So highlighted in red are the metrics I'm looking at. And so the first reason I'm happy with this is that the metrics look good. So information coefficient, that's telling me the predictive power of the model. Standard deviation of the information coefficient to information ratio, and the t-statistic are telling me about the stability of the model. And without going through everything, it's beating all of my metrics by a significant margin, except for standard deviation, and it's at the lower end of the range I'm looking for. So because of that, that's the first indicator the model's good. Also, if we look at the decile analysis, this is basically grouping the predictions into deciles and then getting the returns for that decile. You see it looks really good. So the bottom decile, the bottom 10% is the lowest performing. Top decile, 90% and above, is the highest performing, and each decile in between is higher than the previous decile. And this is the definition of a monotonic increasing decile distribution. And so this is really good. This is exactly what I'm looking for. The final reason I'm happy with this model is it's returning good values for the metrics I'm looking at. So when I did walk forward analysis, so the thing I showed on the last slide was just for a single model tested from mid 23 through the beginning of 26. Now this is the results using a different model for every year from 2016 through 2025, and you can see that for information coefficient and information coefficient to information ratio on a yearly basis, neither of those come close to the bottom threshold I'm looking for. So they're all beating the metrics every single year. So for these three reasons, I'm confident in the model. Now the next step was finding a portfolio strategy which worked on this model. On the original one, the one that tests from mid 2023 through the beginning of 2026, it was really easy to get a good portfolio strategy. Almost no matter what I did, the returns looked really good and the drawdown was under 10%. The same cannot be said for the walk forward models. So this, again, I went back to 2016. So this is the results going back to 2016. And you see it basically failed from 2016 through the end of 2021, went up a little bit, flatlined throughout 2022, and then only in mid-2023 did it start to have good performance, the same region as this model. So I was basically having this problem where it does well at later times, but it does poorly on early times. So I tried optimizing it and saying, okay, what if I just optimize from the beginning of 2016 through the middle of 2018? So that's what I did here. You see it performs really well over that region, but then it fails afterwards. So what to do next? What I chose to do is look for a better model. So I found out that if I drop out features that have a coefficient of variation above 1 and a mean importance below 0.05, that actually improved the results of the model significantly. And here's the decile analysis from that. I also found that when I added mean reversion and volatility features neutralized to the sector instead of the market, that improved the model too. But when I tried the same thing, dropping out everything that had a coefficient of variation above 1 or a mean importance below 0.05, that didn't work either. Or that actually performed worse than the other model. So I decided to go ahead with this top model here. And I did find some portfolio strategies which work well. So here you see if I only optimize on 2016 to get the best performance during 2016, all years after from 2017 through 2026, it's giving really good returns, with the exception of this region, which is really concerning. It took a huge loss. So I'll have to look into that. But basically, there's different portfolio strategies I can get to work. If I do something really basic, like here, I don't have any drawdown scalars. I don't have anything going off of any metrics other than the volatility of the portfolio. So it's scaling down as portfolio volatility goes up. And so this did pretty well. So, but there's no clear standout winner for the portfolio strategy. So what I've decided to do for the paper trading phase that I'm planning on starting Monday is I'm going to go through and try all sorts of different strategies and document their performance. So what I'm looking at right now that's in the middle of running is I found out yesterday, so I tried just model 22 with 1 year of validation data, 3 years of validation data, and 6 months of validation data. And I actually found that 6 months of validation data was performing best. So I decided to go through and redo this whole walk forward analysis with 6 months of validation data instead of 2 years to see if this improved the model performance. And actually, I don't think it is. So Um, let's look at this. Oops. Um, so yeah, if you look, the idea was the 6 month column would look better. They look about the same for 16. 17 looks better with 2 years. It's hard to draw any conclusions about 18. 19 looks good on both. 2020 actually is a little bit better with 6 months of validation data. 2021 about the same. 2022, uh, yeah, about the same. 2023 clearly looks worse. So there's not many things to conclude with this, actually. Um, but I need to go through and build out the models and portfolio strategies. But before I can do that, I need to get the live testing working. And before I can really do that, I need to get DOLT data. So, yeah, that's what I was looking at here. So let's see. When you have multiple DOLT bases, DOLT poll failures usually come down to directory context. Are you in the correct directory? Yes. ls-a. Well, so it should be there regardless. Yeah, .dolt. If you cloned the database originally, no, it should be linked. Oh. Oh, it's as easy as that. Alright, so if I do go to get OHLCV, scripts, get data, init, NASDAQ data, portfolio, fundamental engine, tools. Oh. What the hell? Where, oh, data retrieval. Setup data 2. Oh, with an efficient earnings merge. Okay, so I don't think I want that. Or do I? Oh, all data with fundamentals. So this should just save it as all OHLCV. all data to Feather, ETF data to Feather, remove ETFs, and save that as all OHLCV, no ETFs. Okay, so I'm gonna go make a decaf really quick. I'll be right back. Hey, buddy. Whoa, this one looks perfect, though. Or almost perfect. Let me clean out my fingernails. Alright, so I think I just pulled the new data. Now, it would be good to update this to grab all data. Or, not overwrite the current feather file until I have the new one, but that's fine. So we're in stocks here. Don't activate. Okay, let's activate the server. I still didn't say no. People saying I am going crazy on Twitter. When you've got family members on payroll. I know I'm the most influential. Oh no, we want to retrieve the data. Alright, so let's see, how recent is our data? Have been beaten to submission. Oh no, not Doll, and stock market tool. It's Medusa. Alright, so if we go to data, all OHLCV. Now you're looking at the church and the nice guy. February 25th was the last day I pulled it, so let's try it. I've been waking spirits of millions more to come. A million illegally downloaded my truth over the drums. A million illegally downloaded my truth over the drums. He sat back and smiled. Black on black lies is worse than black on black crimes. The Jews share their truth on how to make a dime. Talking about how their neck look well. It all looks great for 100 years later. We buying our own chains. Real families stick together and see through the mirage, the smoke screen, perceptions of false realities. I am one with the people. I am one with the people. Real. I've been woken from a light and mainstream, checking Instagram comments across source my self-esteem. Let me not say too much or do too much. Okay, still reading the data. Let's see how long it will take. Drop my ego when confidence was my last resort. Ooh, we're getting up there in memory. They was burying me. It was Larry and me. Told Tim Cook to call me. I was scary to see. Alright, let me pause on the data setup for now. I'm gonna let this finish running. What's wrong? What's wrong there, buddy? Oh my good boy, huh? Same shoes as my wife, but she kept him at all dog. One day MJ with a off the wall float. There you go. There you go. Oh, that freed up a lot of memory. What about CPU? No, CPU is still maxed, but that makes sense. Anywhere, anything but in between. Ah, yeah. Alright, so what do I have to do? Please face me when I speak. Please say to me something before you leave. Okay, I'm about to finish this one. Generate models I still need to do. Generate portfolio strategies. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I can just pull it. I can just run a single script every day. So what's left? Generate models for paper trading strategies. Generate all portfolio strategies. Set up framework for a live portfolio strategy. This should update optimized parameters if applicable. So really I can start on the models. That should be pretty easy. And you're looking at the church and the nice guy. Model 23 for 26. Model 25 for 26. Model 23 to each one to current, then each one on the last 3 months. Alright, now let's make all these yellow. Oh no, I'm actually gonna do that here in the Excel. Let's start a wow foul. Let's see, so do I really need... No, I'm gonna... No, I should have that. Okay, so... Money outweighing problems on the triple beam. No love lost, no love found. Alright, so just for training the models, we have these to do. Let's see, when's this gonna be done? Alright, 2 more trials. And now and you don't hurt me. Let's see, but so what else could I do? I could do 100 trials. I ain't never given in again. Yep, caution to the wind, complete feeling them. So why the fuck would I join them when I beat them? Man, get these whack cocksuckers off stage. Where the fuck is Kanye when you need him? Snatch the mic from him. You're gonna spit and start over from scratch and write new ones. Alright. So here's a better comparison. So information coefficient, not that bad in 2018 and 2020. Yeah, basically 0.02 and 19. Sorry, 18. Same thing for 20. You're so good that you can't sing because it ain't even cool for you to sound cocky anymore. The dribble the drop anymore, and you can never break my stride. You never slow the moment of any moment of mother float. Where are you, boy? You want out? Let me keep the door open. Good boy. This is trash, buddy. You ran me into the ground. Alright, so let's get out of this fucking thing. Till I topple from the drop, I'm not gonna stop. I'm stand on my Monopoly board. And that means I'm on top of my game and it don't stop till my hip don't hop anymore. Start feeling the consequence. Drink to my accomplishments. And they saying I'm back. I'd agree with that. Still believe in that. Ooh, I needed that. I mean, we could put the portfolio in there. Well, okay. They know. They know, they know, they know. Money over everything, money on my mind. Got so empty, tell her I apologize, it happened over time. Girl, don't tempt me. You ain't got it like that. A body like that. They know that the real is on the rise. Fuck them other guys. I even gave them a chance to decide. Now something they know. They know, they know, they know. Money over everything, money on my mind. Tell him I apologize, it happened over time. Do 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 do. I be yelling out money over everything, money on my mind. Tell her I apologize, it happened over time. Money over everything, money on my mind. Alright, so what did I call this here? Let's just copy and paste that. Get walk forward portfolios. What the hell is model 27? Oh. Model 25. 6 months. Alright, did that work? Good. So that has today's data. So we're good on the data. We can pull the data for the most recent day. No problem. Okay, so that, yeah, I'm gonna have to check that before I start paper trading. Generate models, generate all portfolio strategies. So that's going to be kind of intensive. Set up framework for a live portfolio strategy. This should update the optimized parameters if applicable. I don't know. Those more advanced things might be hard. Like making sure the model's updating correctly. Bum 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 ba da dum 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 dum. Alright, anyway, we could exit. We got the data. My mouth thump's not from being nervous sometimes. I'm thinking God made me special here on purpose, so all the while. So if I slip away, if I die today, the last thing you remember won't be about some apple bottom jeans or the boots with the fur. Baby, how I dreamed of being free since my birth. I confronted with the Spurs. Have you ever heard of some shit so real? Beyond from the world you can feel. And if I die before I wake, pray the Lord my soul to take. Please don't cry, just know that I have made these songs for you. Before I wake, pray the Lord my soul to take. 'Cause I'm ready for the funeral. Mine runs, I can never catch it even if I got a head start. God, please help me, I'm feeling so alone. Wait, what's up, buddy? You want up? What you want? What is it? What is it? You want up on the bed? Oh, but what, the blankets are falling off? Oh, I figured it out. Good boy. Before I awake, pray the Lord my soul to take. Alright, so let's get rid of that. Alright, let's see how I coded it. Something might fail. My heart thumped, not from being nervous sometimes. I'm thinking God made me special here on purpose, so all the while. Oh. Me and my trying to get it, you bish. Alright, this is taking a while. So let's see, what did I call that one file the other day? Live strategy. So we have a capital allocator that we need to create. I can pass a strategy in. So, I want portfolio. Strategy. Tell him I just making lame, bitch. That's just. Oh, okay. So this gave wacky performance, but I forgot. This is what the fuck? Oh yeah. So this is with no scalars. That's just how I feel. Nah. No, we all rich. That's just how I feel. Okay, so let's set the target volatility to 0.12. Well, Stevens had us thinking rational. Oh. Oh, that was the previous strategy. Yeah, let's make it 0.12. And a 20-day look back. Max leverage 1. Let's make that the only one, and then we're gonna get... Pull off at churches with Pirelli skirting. Gang signs out the window, you bish. Hoping all of them offend you, you bish. Is a pot of gold. And we gonna crash it when nobody's home. Holly Berry. Oh, hallelujah. Pick your poison, tell me what you're doing. Everybody gonna respect the shooter. But the one in front of the gun lives forever. The one in front of the gun lives forever. And I be hustling all day, this away, that away, tuking out to alleyways just to say money trees is the perfect place for shade, and that's just how I feel. So that just makes me a mean bitch. That's just how I feel. So came with. That's just how I feel. Nah. That's just how I feel. Model 25, 6 month. No, wait. 6 month walk forward. No, wait. Model 25, 6 month walk forward. No, wait. Test scaled HRP. Oh, that never ran. Every day I'm hustling. Just like a parade, bitch. Last time you might see my ass. Kick it where the foot locker is. Getting shaded under a money tree. So I'm trying to think of how to set the scaling params. Should they be uniform across any strategy? Right now, I'm only worried about this HRP strategy. So actually, I'm not even going to run this. Alright, so... Oh. Yeah, I don't know. So, strategy. Self, portfolio, capital allocator. If type portfolio, not in portfolio, walk forward portfolio. Okay, then we can say... And I also need a function for get today's results. Could not open. Fold 2013-05 to 2014-05. Oh, you're kidding me. It's not saving. Alright, so advanced models. Run, walk forward. Get consistent features. Train production model. Yo, what the hell? Is it in clean analysis? If self.has folder is equal to true. If type of model folder else. Alright, so model folder is passed in the initialization of the model. So advanced models, we need model folder. Scripts, advanced models. Run, walk forward, filtered. No, not that one. Let's go back to where it first comes up. Run, walk forward analysis. Model is equal to model. Shit. Let it all work out. Let it all work out. Let it all work out. Alright, so when I'm making the model, I'm not defining the model path. So then how does it save the features? Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. I mean, where's this model? Where's this name coming from? Fold folder is that, then make fold folder. Model.model folder is equal to fold folder. What the hell? So no model for 2013. The models start here. But that makes sense. We don't have anything for 2013. 2012, and we don't have anything for 2013. But we do have something for 2014. Okay, very good. So let's see if this works. Let it all work out, yeah. Let it all work out. Let it all work out, yeah. Let it all work out. Okay, so some of them have a model, some of them don't. What the hell? So today is now Friday, so the 8th, 9, 10, 11. Oh no, today is 5-8. Tomorrow is 5-9. Sunday is 5-10. So for 5-8, I want to finish into the hall. Okay, so make them implement portfolio strategies. Alright, so are there any models which will be hard to generate? So 23 for 26, 25 for 26, 23 to current, 25 to current, 23 on last 3, 25 on last 3, 23 without validation and best params, 25. Yeah, so those should all be easy except the last two might be kind of intensive. And then 510, clean up code and ensure everything is automated. If behind, go forward with simple models only and add more as week progresses. Alright, so once I have the things live, I need to clean up the GitHub, write code for monitoring models. Let me go home. Home is when I'm with you. All right, write code for monitoring models. That's true. All right, automate everything with a single script. Um, what do we call those? Simple TA models. And then okay, so we have to-dos. 5.8 make model 23 and 25 for single year. Okay, so this is what I have to do in the future. This is my plan for the next 3 days. So later today, because it's technically Friday now, I'm going to make model 23 and 25 for a single year and implement all of the portfolio strategies. On the 9th, I'm going to write the code for automating everything. I might do some of that later tonight and update the models and finish generating models and portfolios. And then the 10th, Sunday, I'm going to clean everything up and make sure it's automated. If I'm behind, go forward. I'm going to go forward with just simple models and add more as the week goes on. And finally, what's the last thing? Oh, generate picks for Monday AM. So the models that get continuously updated, I might have to wait a little bit to incorporate them. That might take some time. But anyway, that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching. I work on this every day, so subscribe if you're interested. See you next time. Adios.